but I found some really good games in the charity shops. I have stuff from PS1 to 3DS, Final Fantasy games, Zelda, Mario games, all in the charity shops and all really cheap. Let's go! Hey guys, it's Retrohead here, welcome back to another video. Today I have some absolutely incredible charity shop finds to show you, and these are two separate finds all found on one day. So I went around a few towns that I don't really go hunting around very often, but I found some really good games in the charity shops. I have stuff from PS1 to 3DS, Final Fantasy games, Zelda, Mario games, all in the charity shops and all really cheap. So there's some incredible stuff to show you in today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, please subscribe to our channel Retrohead, as we are edging towards 2,000 subscribers, which is absolutely crazy. So just before I show you the first find, now I want to say that this really felt like charity shopping years and years ago. I've been looking for games in charity shops for absolutely years. I'd say probably 8-10 years. And this just reminded me of what it was like to do that 10 years ago. Because 10 years ago you would have finds like this, like much more often than you would now. So to have two crazy charity shop finds in one day is absolutely awesome. So although the first find isn't quite as good, it's still absolutely crazy, and I'll show you that one first. So I asked about games in a charity shop, and they brought out these games here, along with a couple of other PS2 games, but some PS1 titles. And there is some really good games here. And these were only, 3 of them were £2 each, and 1 of them was only £2.50. And there are some great games here. So the first game is probably the least exciting, but I mainly bought it for the condition, and that is Primal on the PS2. As you can see, this is one of the £2 ones, and I don't really know much about this game, but I've heard quite good things about it. I bought it because of the condition, really. I'll show you inside. It's in really good condition. So I don't know if I'm going to get around to playing this one anytime soon, but I'll definitely play it at some point, as it is sort of intriguing me. On the back, it's got this not to be sold separately sign, which I'm not really sure why it's got that. I guess it was part of a console bundle at one point. But for only £2, there was no way I was going to leave it there. As you can see, inside, it is in such good condition. So I was really pleased to find this. But these next games are much more exciting. The next game is of a franchise I've never actually watched on TV before, and that is Rugrats. Now, Rugrats is one of those cartoons that I just never watched. I've never ever seen an episode of Rugrats. I've played the game on the N64, and also one on the PS1 years ago, but I've never actually owned one myself. I played someone else's copy. So I'm really looking forward to playing this. I just think it looks quite good. So this sounds pretty cool. Like I said, I've never watched it, so I don't really know what to expect. But like I said, for only £2, there's no way I'm leaving it. Inside, this one is also in really good condition. The insert is a little bit creased, but I can get the creases out of that, but it is complete. And all of these discs in these PlayStation games are in really good condition. But the last one is absolutely crazy. Next up, we have a game that I'm shocked that I didn't have in the collection, but a game that I've wanted to buy for absolutely ages. And that is Rayman on the PS1. Now, I'll let you into a secret. I have never played the original Rayman. I've played Rayman 2 and I've played other Rayman games. They've been great, but I've never played the original Rayman. So when I saw this in there, I was super pleased. This game is £12 in CEX, Black Label, complete in box. And I would have spent voucher on that at some point. So to find it in a charity shop for £2 was absolutely brilliant. Now, I've seen other people play Rayman on YouTube. It looks like such a great game. Platformers are one of my favourite genres of games, and the graphics look great, so I'm really looking forward to playing this. Also, again, just £2, and I'll show you inside. The disc is in absolutely incredibly good condition, as is the manual as well, so I'm really pleased with this. Now, I'm not really bothered as to whether games are Black Label or Platinum. The last game is a Platinum game. But I'm just sort of really pleased to have this on Black Label. I don't really know why, because I'm not fussy about that sort of thing. But I'm just really pleased to have Rayman in the collection. And for only £2, it was a great find. And the final game, and this one was £2.50. I think it's because it has multiple discs. They just thought it looked a little bit better. And this game is absolutely crazy. And that is Final Fantasy VIII on the PS1. As you can see, just £2.50. And you may be thinking the title isn't the craziest, which it's good, but it's not crazy. But the condition of this game, I'll do some overlay right now, is the best condition PS1 game I've ever seen. I've never seen a PS1 game in better condition than this. Apart from, obviously, I've got one sealed PS1 game. I guess you could say that's in better condition. But for an opened PS1 game, this is the best condition game I've ever seen. I haven't got one better than this. I do already have this game in my collection, but it is a little bit battered and the discs are quite scratched. It works, but it is quite scratched up, so I'll definitely be replacing my copy with this one. I just cannot believe that I found this game in a charity shop in this good condition. Like, this find has been absolutely crazy. I paid £8.50 for these games, and there is a lot of value here. This isn't actually the best charity shop find that I had today. So the best charity shop find that I had today is this little stack here. Now this is a mix of PSP and 3DS and one Vita item, which is insane to see in a charity shop. They're all loose, none of them have got their cases. But I do actually know someone with a couple of cases for these cartridges that I've already bought off them. So I will be getting some cases for these soon. But there is some insane titles in here, some ones that I've wanted in the collection for absolutely years that I don't have. Now there is only two that I bought that I probably shouldn't have done. I thought they were worth more than they are. I'll show you those two first. But there is some absolutely insane cartridges in here. So the two that I probably shouldn't have bought were two of the PSP UMDs. And that is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire and Medieval Resurrection. Which is a shame, because Medieval on the PSP is a great, great game. I absolutely love it. I've had it in the collection for a long time now. And Harry Potter, I thought it might have been worth something, because some of the Harry Potter games are quite expensive, but this one sadly isn't. But now we get onto the really, really good stuff. Now, a couple of these cartridges I do already have in the collection, but there's still no way I was leaving them there. But the ones that I'll show you last are the best cartridges, the most expensive ones, and also ones that I've wanted in the collection for absolutely years. So before I show you the really good ones, I just want to sort of like set the scene for you. I was looking around a charity shop, they had a couple of Wii games, nothing crazy, like literally the stuff that you always see. And I got to the counter and I had a little look in the counter, and on the counter there was a little dish, I think it was like an old butter dish or something. And it was absolutely full of DS, 3DS and PSP UMDs. Now, I just could not believe it. It was really awkward to film because there was two people behind the counter and they were like right there, so there's no way I was filming, but that is just some incredible stuff here, and like I said, £1 each. So the first game is the other PSP game, and that is Lego Star Wars on the PSP. Now I bought this because I used to have this game on the DS, but I haven't had a copy of it for years because I traded it in. So I just really wanted to go back and play it for only £1. So I'll show you these next four first, and these next four are some of the good ones, but ones that I do already have in the collection. So the first one is a Mario title, and that is the Mario Puzzle Dragon Z game on the 3DS, which is one that I do already have, but again, I wasn't going to leave it there. We have Chibi Robo Ziplash, which don't confuse it with the GameCube version, is not actually worth overly much. I do already have that one complete as well. Next up, we have Miitopia, a really, really fun game. And finally, we have, again, I obviously already have, I bought it the day it came out, and that is Mario Kart 7. Like I said, these four I do already have, but for £1 each, there was no way I was leaving them there. I don't actually know what I'm going to do with these yet, but like I say, I'll just keep them in my collection for now. And the next thing, before I show you the ones that I'm definitely adding to my collection, and that is this little PS Vita memory card, 8GB. Sadly, there was no Vita games in the tub, because that would have been really good, but I'll take the 8GB memory card for £1. So I've actually put these ones that I'm keeping at the end in these little plastic cases, because these are some really good games. The first one, this one, isn't crazy, but all four of these ones are games that are pretty expensive, and all ones that I've wanted for absolutely years. I know they're only cartridge only, but still finding for £1 each is just insane, so I'll show you those ones in a minute. The first one I'll show you isn't insane, it's only like £8 in CEX I think, but just a game that I've wanted to play, you don't see it overly often. And that is Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask on the 3DS. I absolutely love the Professor Layton games on the original DS. Spectre's Call probably be my favourite, or maybe The Lost Future, but I've played them all, I've got them all in the collection. But I actually had none of the 3DS ones. And I know this is one of the cheaper ones, but I was still really pleased to find it. And finally, we have the ones in this little 3DS case here. I've literally just put them in this case, like, after I got home. It didn't come in this case. But I just wanted to keep them a bit safer, because these are absolutely, like, brilliant. I'm so chuffed with these. Finding these for £1 each is just crazy. So I'll show you them one by one. So they are all of sort of like a similar franchise. So the first one is Hyrule Warriors on the 3DS. Now, I used to have this game on the Switch. I bought it not long after it came out, but I wasn't overly keen on it, to be honest. And it was quite a lot of trading at the time, so I just traded it straight into CEX, while it still had quite a lot of value and I could claw back some of the money. But I will definitely take the version on the 3DS. Obviously, that was years ago when I played that. So I'm hoping that I enjoy the 3DS version. But again, even if I don't enjoy it, only £1 wasted, and I'll get way more than £1 for it, obviously. The next one is The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes. This is I've never played any of these 4 games, by the way. I've played a couple of them now, but never before. Like I said, Triforce Heroes. I really, really wanted to play this game when it came out. But when the 3DS came out, I bought a 2DS. And I bought all the Mario games. Because I spent all my money on the Mario games as they were coming out. I just sort of bypassed the Zelda games and never really thought about them. So to have these now that I can play is really, really good. This isn't one of the ones that I've got round to playing yet, but I definitely will do soon. And these next 2 are definitely my favourite, as we have A Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, and also Ocarina of Time 3D. Now, I have wanted these games for so long. Like I said, I did keep up with the new releases on the 3DS when it was like coming out, but I bought all the Mario games when they came out. Like I said, I just didn't really see the Zelda games, didn't really think about them, to be honest. And obviously the value of Zelda games is only going up, so I haven't really had the chance to buy these. But I have got 2 loose cases of these. I actually knew someone, and I actually said, have you got any cases of these at the minute? And he's actually put a couple aside for me that I can pick up soon. So first of all, I'll talk about A Link Between Worlds, so I've played Ocarina of Time more. These are the only 2 Zelda games I've played since I bought these, because I only bought them yesterday. So A Link Between Worlds is a really, really fun Zelda game. A little bit different from what you'd expect from a Zelda game, but definitely a very fun one, and one that I'd highly recommend. I'd say I'm only about an hour and a half in, but I'm really, really enjoying it. So I'll pop that one down. Now I'll show you Ocarina of Time 3D. It's obviously a remaster of Ocarina of Time on the N64, which I have Majora's Mask on the N64, but I haven't got and have never played Ocarina of Time. So I was really excited to play this one, and it is every bit as good as I hoped it would be. I've wanted to play this for years. I'm finally playing it, and it's not let me down at all. I'm absolutely loving this game. And the fact that I found it in a charity shop just makes it that bit cooler. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and please subscribe. And also let me know, what cool charity shop finds have you had recently? And like I said at the start of this video, this just reminds me of like charity shopping 10 years ago. Because you would find PS1 games in a charity shop 10 years ago. And you still can now, but not very often. And often when you do, they're way too overpriced or just in terrible condition. And I've got to say, don't think that I only went in 2 charity shops this day and found all this stuff in 2. I probably went in about 15 charity shops across a few towns. But it just goes to show you, the awesome finds are still out there. It just takes a little bit longer to find them. I think you can tell what today's end screen gameplay is going to be. It has to be Ocarina of Time 3D for me. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye! Ugh.